different season of ministry that looks a little different, but we are still convinced of the need to finish strong, and to be good stewards of what God has entrusted to us, and now to look for creative ways to still be involved in finishing the task that God has given us in Congo. And so this is where this image is kind of 1 foot in America, 1 foot in Africa moving forward. We'll be involved in a church plant in Arkansas. Am involved in a church plant in Arkansas. It is taking all of my cross-cultural juices that we've learned over the years of how to learn how people are thinking, how to learn the unspokens within the culture, the taboos, and the things that are part of a very deeply entrenched worldview of how people view everything around them that is not how God describes the world that we live in, and then be able to minister to those people, to build bridges with those people so that you can minister effectively to them. I'm having to do all of that to figure out how to minister in Arkansas right now. Not because I don't know how to minister in America, but because it is such a unique microculture within America and that particular county that we're in. And I could, again, go into detail on that. I did give your pastor, I gave you that,
yes,
this little write-up, and so you guys can look at that and just kind of, I'd be glad again to discuss just one-on-one some of the unique challenges that we're facing in Arkansas. There's a huge anti-institutionalism mindset that projects that same anti-institutionalism upon the church. So a suspicion of government, a suspicion of the medical system, a suspicion of whatever, right? A suspicion of my neighbor, a suspicion of anyone new coming in, right, now gets imposed on a suspicion of the church as well. And so I do believe that we are right to be suspicious when our institutions fail us, right? And there's examples of churches that have failed us. But at the same time, the church is an institution that God has ordained. He has given to us. And we have to figure out a place in our heart, a place in our thinking where the church can be as God designed it, right? Even though I've got my other baggages on me. So we're trying to get that church plant there to a place where we can accept membership. Right now, there's just people saying, membership? Sign my name on something? What? You know, and so that's the kind of steps that we're dealing with here right now. And so please pray for us in that ministry. And then moving forward, I'll be taking several trips to Congo every year, all coinciding with the ministry calendar, the training calendar of the Congo Coalition and the Congo the Good Soul Bible Institute. Pray for us this in November of this year. We'll take our first trip back for a Congo Coalition event. We're going to start talking about the Good Soul Bible Institute and trying to identify our first cohort that's going to come through that, and that's when everything will really start. It's been a joy to work with forming a board for this ministry. So again, I think that's an important part of working ourselves out of a job, right? Having a means for this to take place at a leadership level. Also, a key aspect being we always want it to remain full ownership of New Life Church, right? So it's not a parachurch organization. It's not something on the side that I'm doing. I am partnering with New Life Church, and these are ministries of New Life Church that will always remain ministries of New Life Church. So I think in a nutshell, that kind of brings everything together. Does anybody have any quick questions at the end? Yeah.
Where are you at in Arkansas?
North Central, Yellville area. Have you heard of that? Yeah. So if anybody goes down to Branson, you just keep going south, and we're about an hour and a half south, east of Branson, into the House. Any other questions? Okay, why don't I pray for us?